Star of David?
I think he set out his position in his statement that he was there as a legal observer. I think that's the concern.
That is what I'm saying.
Yes.
But I've obviously got to investigate an allegation, and that these are the questions that I'm putting to him to either prove your involvement or non-involvement in the allegation. Okay? What necklace are you wearing?
What necklace am I wearing?
Yeah.
Star of David?
Because the officer details this in their statement.
What, that I've got a Star of David?
Yeah.
So?
They felt that the actions that I've just mentioned about going up close proximity to the pro-Palestinian protesters.
Can I speak to my lawyer for a second?
Of course you can.
Able to...
Yeah, I mean, I'm concerned about this question about the Star of David.
Why are you concerned?
Well, I think I'll have a private consultation and we'll set out my concerns.
Okay. The time is 02:09 and I'm pausing the interview. My line of questioning, first and foremost, is not to offend, it's not to discriminate. I want to have that on record. I'm not asking that question to cause you any offence. However, if we'd have proceeded with my line of questioning, the officers have noted in their statements that they believed that because the Star of David was out and present to people which may take either offence to the presence of it, they felt that that was antagonising the situation further.
Okay, well, I'm going to say that I think that's, with respect, appalling and shows a complete lack of ignorance on behalf of those officers.
Okay.
Because if they were familiar with the fact that IJAM were organising the protests, then they would recognise that how could a Moghim Dovid cause offence, notwithstanding the fact that, you know, we shouldn't be in a situation where people can't walk around wearing a sign of their religion. It's not like. So I do have a great deal of concerns with the officer's response and the line of questioning, but I've recorded it on tape.
So, to that point, I myself, and I believe for the Metropolitan Police Service as well, I don't believe that anyone has acted with a view to cause anyone an offence. However, we're not talking about wearing a Star of David. I don't know what you're referring it to, a Moghim Dovid?
Yeah, sorry, Star of David.
Star of David, I haven't heard that.
Apologise.
We're not talking about walking around with a Star of David chain on his neck in a open forum in public generally. We're talking about a very niche environment where tensions are high, where two sides are coming together, have adverse opinions, adverse views. That, I think, we can't open it up to say anyone can't walk around wearing what they want to wear. We're not talking about human rights in terms of where what he's wearing in a public forum. We're talking about a hostile environment where pro-Palestinian protesters are obviously objecting to what is happening in Israel and Gaza.
Okay,
That's what I want to say on that, and I'm not. I don't want this to become a political debate in an interview.
I appreciate that.
So, as to my last point that I made to you, the officers have written in their statements about the presence of of your necklace. Do you see how that could be an antagonistic emblem or sign, however you want to phrase it, to people in that environment?
I advise you not to answer the question.
I have nothing further to add.
I would put it to you that you have been present at this protest, knowing full well the conditions imposed by Commander these were imposed on the 29th of the 8th, 2025 at 15:25. you've sought advice from Gold Commander or the inspector on the ground. You've been made aware of these conditions. You're well aware of these conditions that are in place. I put it to you that you were well aware that your presence to a certain sector of that protest was going to antagonise it.
Is that a question?
It's a speech. I've advised you not to answer it.
Well, I'm putting it to you. Like, what have you got to say?
I have nothing further to add.